Hi guys, welcome to the channel or welcome back to the channel. So today I thought I would give you guys a rundown of what our baby registry looks like with baby number 2. I thought this would help a lot of first time moms with knowing what's really the important things to really get. Remember though that this is a baby registry for my second child, and so there are some things that I have for my first daughter that I'm not gonna get again, and there are some things that I got that, you know, as a first time mom, you learn that you didn't really need. And then there are other things that maybe I didn't get that you learn that you really need. So then I feel like my second child, the registry is a lot more refined for like actual needs. And so I wanted to share with you guys to kind of help anybody who's putting their registry together, either for the first child, second child, or whatever. So I'm gonna actually screen record on my phone so that I can have you guys actually see the registry and see what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna be looking at my phone, but you guys will also see it on the screen because I'm gonna edit the video so that you can see the screen recording. So when you see me look at my phone, it's because I'm putting on the screen recording and I'm gonna go through the baby list with you. So the registry that I use is babylist.com. And you guys might have heard of Babylist. If you haven't, it's a really good registry because it allows you to build your registry, and you can shop from anywhere. So like if you build just an Amazon registry, then everything's gonna be from Amazon, or a TJ Maxx registry, everything's gonna be from there. A Walmart registry, everything's gonna be from there. And then what happens is, if you want things that maybe they don't carry, you end up with like 3 separate registries, and it gets kind of confusing to keep track of. With Babylist, you can download their special button to your computer, and then anytime you're shopping, no matter what website you're on, you can link it to the baby list, and it just links together. And your guests for your baby shower or your friends, family can shop directly from baby list and even compare prices and be able to get you the gift. And it's a one-stop shop, and it keeps track of what they purchased, and you know, it's super easy. It's a lot easier than picking one store or multiple stores and trying to build different registries. So that's how we use it. Like I said, I'm gonna screen record, so let me put my screen recorder on. Registry for the first time and you want to use Babylist, it's really simple. Just go on babylist.com. They ask you a few questions like your due date, they ask you if you're adopting, pregnant, and you build it from there. It's like literally takes 10 minutes to just set up your profile, and then maybe even less, and then you can just start looking for product. So here on the screen record, you can see that I'm on the baby list website. So this is the main website, and then if you click down here, it will say, like, if you don't have a registry, it'll say build a registry, but I already have one, so it'll say my registry. And you see I have the sonogram picture of our baby, of our daughter. This is our second daughter. So that also saved me a lot. So there are a lot of clothes that I save for Anna, that her sister is going to be kind of using, but I also have new clothes because obviously I don't want all her clothes to be hand-me-downs, but also she's going to be born in a different season, so some stuff I needed a little lighter. Like Anna was born in the beginning of spring when it was still a little chilly and then got warmer. Our second child is going to be born right in the beginning of summer, so she needs things that are going to transition to when it's getting hotter. And I had to put a lot of PJs on the registry. We're also buying a lot of PJs because with a new baby, most of the time you're going to be home and you want them to have a lot of loungewear PJs, but they go through a lot of loungewear and PJs in one day because of vomit and spit up and blowouts and things like that. And also, I didn't really get to save a lot of Anna's PJs because of vomit, blowouts, and things like that. They were stained, and I got rid of a lot of them. So that's why most of the clothes for this new baby is that. So the first thing I like about Babylist, like I said, is that you can shop from multiple stores and put it all together in one registry. But also you have this must-have button. So like if you guys see, the first thing I have on the list is the Natural Response baby bottles from Advent. These are breastfeeding friendly bottles. I only use breastfeeding friendly bottles with both kids because for me, well, I don't know how it's gonna be with this baby because every breastfeeding journey is different, but I know from Anna that I learned that with Anna, I never made enough supply, and so we had to supplement with formula, and so we were breastfeeding and bottle feeding at the same time, at least for the first 5 months, because that's how long I breastfed. And so because I use breastfeeding friendly bottles, she never got nipple confusion. So I only use breastfeeding friendly bottles and pacifiers. And me personally, us personally, I only introduced the pacifier when I stopped breastfeeding as a supplement. You guys can look up the research, but it kind of says that it prevents SIDS when you're not breastfeeding. So that's that. But the first thing on the list is the bottle set, which if you're a first-time mom, I'm going to give you a tip that I did not know. Bottles come at stages. So stage 1 is newborn to 3 months. Stage 2 is 3 months, I believe, to 6 months. And stage 3 is usually 6 to 8 months, depending on the baby, to beyond, basically until they get off the bottle. So make sure that when you're shopping for newborn bottles, you're getting stage 1 bottles, because the nipple is going to be too big if you get a stage 2 or a stage 3 for a newborn baby. So these are newborn, and you see you can click it, and you see I can mark it as a must-have. So I already have it marked out as a must-have, but that's how you mark it as a must-have. If you wanted it to be a group gift, like if it's a really expensive gift and you just want people to put money towards it, and you don't want one person to have to shell out like $200 for like a bigger ticket item, you can mark it as a group gift, and it'll say, okay, that one says group gifts are not supported by this item, but I'll show you later a group gift that I have on here. So that's the first one, the Natural Response bottles by Abbott. And then I also got the Ola silicone gentle baby bottles, which are also breastfeeding friendly. And those are the ones that Anna has. Those are the ones she loved the most. I don't know, this baby might be a little different, but I really love these bottles because they're silicone, they're super easy to use, and they are transitional. So all you have to do is buy the piece. You don't have to buy all new bottles when you have to stage up, so it saves you money. So because Anna has hers in the mint green, I got our baby the white frosted color, so that it's just easy to know, even though we know by the nipple, and Anna's coming off the bottle soon, but I just decided to go with the frosted white. So I got, I said need 3, because 3 bottles I think is good to start for the newborn. And then I got these Medela breastfeeding collection bottles, which we also used even with formula, just to prepare the formula, keep the breast milk and the formula in the fridge. And I wasn't gonna get these again because I had some from Anna, but when I went through my baby inventory from what I had from Anna, the markings of where it showed you the ounces were wear and tear. Some of them didn't show clearly, so I just decided to toss them and get all new ones. They're not that expensive. So okay, this one I'm gonna show you what the group gift is. So click it. You see it's not a must-have. I didn't put it as a must-have. This is a baby chair. It's like little seats that the baby can eat on and just kind of hang out. But I marked it as a group gift because it's over $100. So basically that's my kind of rule of thumb on my registry. Anything over $100 I mark as a group gift, because I don't want one person to have to spend over $100 on us. So right here, you can mark it as a must-have, you can mark it as a group gift. And when you mark it as a group gift, it asks you how much the gift is. I put in the amount, plus tax and everything is $120, and people can contribute to the gift, and then you'll get the money and you can purchase the gift. So that's how group gifts work. So it's not a must-have, but it is a group gift. And I just decided we didn't get a chair like this for Anna, but I decided to get this chair because Anna didn't really like being in the high chair. I don't know if hers is going to be the same, but I figured maybe being on the floor, as the baby starts to explore solids, they'll like it better, because babies love to be on the floor. So this one's kind of on the floor, and it starts at 4 months to 3 years, so they can actually use it as a toddler chair even after. Anna can even use it. They can share it because it's to 3 years and she's only 2. And when she's exploring solids, maybe she'll like that. It's not really a must-have of mine, but I thought it was a good addition to the things the baby may need. This is a must-have. So the other thing is the Baby Ganix foaming dish soap, guys. Why do I use that? It's because I feel like regular dish soaps are very fragrant, and newborn babies can be very sensitive to fragrance. So what we do is we use the baby dish soap for the first couple months at least, and then as we see if our child's sensitive to anything, we just start washing the dishes with regular soap. But the reason why we use the specific baby dish soap in the beginning is to avoid any sensitivities, rash, or reactions. And to go along with that, I put on there just a quick gift, which is the Dr. Brown bottle and nipple brush cleaner, which is just to clean the bottles, make sure those bottles are cleaned thoroughly. You want to make sure your bottles are cleaned thoroughly, even with breast milk and regular milk, especially breast milk, because it can really go bad. You want to make sure that you're sterilizing the bottles and cleaning the bottles. For me personally, I believe that a baby registry can also include things for mom, because you went through childbirth and you're also healing and you're also going through postpartum and you need things too. So some stuff is for me, which leads me to one of my things, which this is something that I use with Anna. When I was breastfeeding Anna, as I told you guys, I didn't make enough milk. My supply was never enough, but this helped me get to a good enough supply where it was more breast milk, less formula, and that's the Upspring Milk Flow. I was actually introduced to this by a friend of mine who had a baby a couple months before me, and this particular flavor is the chai tea mix, and I love it because it's good hot or cold, and if you make it hot, it's like a little treat for you. You drink it once or twice a day and it ups your milk supply, but it also tastes great, and it's like a little mommy break. You can make yourself a little chai tea, a little cold one. It tastes really good and it just gives you that moment of peace, and then it's also helping your breast milk. I didn't get this next thing with Anna, but I'm getting it now, which is reusable breast pads. I'm getting disposable breast pads because I think they're good to just have to throw away. But when you're going out, I think reusable ones are better. Like basically for dressier clothes, I think reusable ones are better because you don't see them if you're like wearing a dress or something going out. And then you can just throw them in the washer and keep reusing them and not spending as much money. I think disposables have their place probably like in the beginning of postpartum when the milk is really like flowing out. Once you regulate, the reusable ones are okay. So I put some reusable on my registry. Sorry guys, it's my screen. Okay. The next thing is a Haka, guys. I've talked about this before on the channel. Haka helped me so much making sure that I was getting every ounce of my milk. You can look up Hakas on your own time, but basically it's a supplemental breast pump. It's a Hands Express silicone breast pump. It's very easy to use, especially for someone who is having trouble breastfeeding. It's very easy to use, and you can use it either by itself or with a regular pump, and basically it gets out any extra milk. So for somebody like me who wasn't making enough, it was helping me get out every ounce that I was making. The reason I'm buying it again is because my Haka, that's what I'm saying, I love this so much, I use this so much, it was so wear and tear that I just want to get a new one. The next one is Mama Frida's Instant Heat Packs. The reason I love these is because they are reusable heat packs. They're easy to use. You just pop them in some boiling water. They stay hot for a long time, and you can put them on your breast. They help with milk flow coming down, because if you guys don't know, if you heat up your breast, if you're having trouble with milk coming out, that will help your milk come out. So a warm shower, or if you don't have time for a shower, you can pop one of these on, lay it down on you for like 10 or 15 minutes, and it helps out. But also the main thing it helped me with, because it's something I struggled with, was like engorgement and engorgement, and when you have like a clogged duct. So when you have a clogged duct, you have to massage out, and a lot of times they tell you put heat on it. So I would put the heat directly with one of these, with the instant pack, directly on where I felt the clogged duct, and a lot of times it was a lifesaver. The next thing is these swaddle blankets for newborns. The reason I'm getting these, Anna had these, but they got stained and I threw them out. So the reason I'm getting these is because they are the perfect material and the perfect not too thick, not too thin for summer. And because my next baby's being born in the summer, I decided to buy those exact same blankets again. These blankets specifically are going to be used for like the car seat when you have to cover the baby because they're newborn. And I just thought that they were thin enough for summer but thick enough for newborn. And they're really soft, and they're just really beautiful and simple, and they're made of organic material, 100% cotton. So this next one is a sleeper swaddle sack. So if you guys don't know, after a baby learns to roll over, it's no longer safe to swaddle them with like a regular receiving blanket or blanket, because they can wrap themselves up and kind of get hurt, choked, SIDS, things like that. However, you do want to swaddle your baby because it helps them sleep better. So how do you do that? Once the baby, in the first couple, like in the month or two where they don't know how to roll over, or they're not trying to roll over, it is safe to put them in a regular blanket because they're not going to roll over. But once they learn how to roll over, then it becomes you want to swaddle them for sleep, but you want them to be safe. So a sleeper sack is safer. And I like these because the ones I had with Anna, they would kind of restrict her arms and she would get mad and fussy and then she wouldn't like it. But this one has the arms where the baby can actually move the arms and still be snuggled enough to get good sleep. So I'm going to try that.